So here we have it, a bit of a review of 2025 for us. Starting off a bit shaky. Obviously the boat was off the water. If you've been following us for a while, you knew that we got a hole in the bottom of the boat over last winter, which we then got repaired. And we were a bit uncertain as to when we'd launch, but we got the boat back on the water. We got Lola back on the water, and here I am looking really happy to get Lola back into the city centre. Our first weekend was in the city centre, but it wasn't without its troubles. We were having troubles with the food mixer, and then it rained. Look at that wet pizza box. But, we were still having fun making Lego characters of ourselves. We then headed down to Bourneville, our spiritual home, we think. Looking really happy there with our fantastic pizza. That was the first time that we did pesto and picante. And look at those crowds and the queue starting to line up there. We're doing some fab pizzas, getting back into the swing of it, really starting to learn how to make some fantastic looking pizzas. This was the first appearance of the tandoori cauliflower. And wow, what a favourite that has been for lots of different people. Of course, we're still doing the loaded dough balls as well, still knocking those out. And then we moved down to Kings Norton, first time we've been down there. And wow, what a reception it was down there. The geese were loving us, the crowds were loving us, and yet again, we were selling out of pizza. About that kind of time, we appeared in a couple of magazines. This was the Towpath magazine. We headed back into town. Lots of business out there, and then we tried something different. We were down at a festival in Digbeth, which meant we had to go down the 13 locks. Fantastic drummers there that were in the evening as well. A really small, low-key festival. And then straight from there, we were to Bumblehole. Absolutely fantastic place. Really feels as though you're not in part of the town. Oh, and then nature was a key part because the heron landed on the solar panel. And then we got asked to do a podcast, and that was launched. All about living aboard and working aboard the boat. We tried a few new places. Once we were back into town, this is at Brindley Place. And then we started to work with an organisation called Civic Square, providing lunches and teas for them and their workers. It meant that we could do some other stuff. Here we are, early morning, serving pizza at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then we went to Elf Church. Wow. Absolute sellout at Elf Church. Even had the local nursery come down to sample our pizzas, enjoy the sunshine, and fantastic place. And we hope to do more in 2026. Oh, fantastic pizza this was. Kebab pizza. Oh, fantastic. And of course, lots of travelling backwards and forwards along the canal system, looking at the seasons change. And we're having fun as well. We're getting out, making friends out on the water. And here's Claire looking a bit shy and a bit shady as she was recorded for BBC. I don't know what I was doing. I must have been singing or something like that. I look a bit crazy there for sure. And then, of course, the big accident happened. Boom! Pizza oven exploded. But that didn't hold us back. We just made a pizza to commemorate it with Pip's hot sauce. And then we went to Selly Oak. We sorted out the problems with the pizza oven. We tried Selly Oak. And still we were making some fantastic lunches for the people at Civic Square. Then we went back down to Owl Church, another sellout event down there. Really love that people down there. Here's Claire tooting along on the boat, just enjoying life. And then we had some celebrity vloggers come and join us. More about that. I didn't make that burnt pizza. Then we had another vegan night. We've had 2 vegan nights in 2025, lots more to come. And of course, we were still operating as well. Tandoori cauliflower in the pizza oven, making all sorts of different things using the boat. And of course, then the season started to change, started to get a bit cooler, a bit darker. And then we ended up with our Halloween festive edition, if you like, down in Bourneville. And then we've rounded the public season off with a film night down at Civic Square in Port Loop. And then we started to make our way towards the winter moorings, where Lola and Lucy are tucked up for the winter, nice and safely and being looked after. But what happens with us? What are we doing? Well, you have to keep tuned to find out what we're doing to keep ourselves busy for the next few months. We are anticipating opening in early April, but really keep tuned to follow what we do over the winter. I've got some really exciting things planned, but really just want to say thank you to everybody that came and bought pizza from us, came and said hello, bought ice cream from us, just wandered past and said hello. Absolutely fantastic to meet lots of different people, lots of regular customers, lots of people that we'd now class as friends came along. and we've really, both myself and Claire have really enjoyed the season.